What's up, YouTube? And in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to make a round face scrubby. They're very useful for replacing those cotton face scrubbies that you use for any makeup purposes and whatnot, and you just throw them in the washer and they're reusable. So the supplies you'll need in this video are sugar and cream, lilies, cotton yarn, whatever colored you'd prefer. It's a medium weight size force, and so we'll be using a size 5 hook, and you'll also be needing your yarning needle and scissors. So without further ado, let's get into this tutorial. Now, to start with, you can either make a magic circle or do the chain 4 method and slip stitch to start. For this video, I'm going to be doing the magic circle method. So you grab your yarn like so, wrap it through, wrap it back around there, as so. Pull it through, and there you go. Start of a magic circle. So now, grabbing this, gonna pull the circle closer. Now then, to start round 1, we're going to chain 1. This doesn't count as a working stitch. The chain 1 does not count along any of the rows as your starting stitch at all. And now we're going to put 10 half double crochets inside of the ring. So yarn over, insert into the circle, yarn over again, yarn over one more time, and pull through all 3 on your hook. And now we'll take our stitch marker and we'll insert into that first half double crochet, because we'll be slip stitching back into this at the end of this round. So let's do 9 more half double crochets. So that's 2. That's 3. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, and 10. Now that we did 10 into it, just count to make sure along the top here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. After you do 10, you just slip stitch into your marker there, or your first half double crochet if you don't use markers. And in UK terms, it's called a double crochet, not the half double. It's always one term up in UK terms. And there you go, you just slip stitch in, and then you pull this through to close it off now, since you're done working into that center round there. There you go, you can pull it as tight as you want it, unless you want a circle in between it, but since it's for face scrubbing, you'll want to pull it all the way closed when you're done with your work, or now, either or. But now you can leave the stitch marker in for now, and now that's the end of round 1, so now we'll start round 2. Now, for round 2, you're going to chain 1 again, and again, this does not count as a starting stitch. And for each stitch around, we're going to put 2 half double crochets into each one of the 10 double crochets we did before. So that'll have us at 30 along it total. So you just put 2 half double crochets, or in UK terms double crochets, into each stitch. and we'll slip stitch into the first one. That's all round 2 is. Very simple project and useful and quick to work. And 2. So you insert it into the top of the V pattern here. That's where you'll always want to insert the project. It's the V pattern, like how I showed you in the stitch tutorial. Now 1 of them and 2 right into the same stitch. There you go. 1 and 2. Got this yarn coming over to me because I'm using a bit of the older stuff since it's the same color as this other one, so I can connect them. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. That's it. It's that simple. I'll fast forward it along till the end here for it's a little quicker for you, and see what the slip stitch in the start of round 3. And that is it right here. This is that chain 1 we did initially. It might be beneficial for you as a beginner to also put a chain marker in your first, that chain 1 we do at the start of them, for you can know not to work it into this one and to work it, your slip stitch into this. And for you know not to work any half double crochets into this because it does not count, it would extend it. So right there is the end of the round. Just to clarify, that's just the chain 1 we did. Just an up close look for you there. Now you just slip stitch, and that is the end of the second round. So now on to round 3. So for round 3, you're going to again chain 1, and as a beginner I advise you to actually, like I just said, put a marker into it, that chain 1 that we just did right here in your previous rounds. Now then, you're going to put one half double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 into the next after that, and we'll repeat that around. That'll be this round. So I'll put 1 into this one. Oh, that's a single. So 1, and then put 2 into this one. 1 and 2, and now 1 into the next. 1 and 2 into the next. 1 2, 1 into the next, 1 half double crochet, and then 2 into the next, 1, 2, 1 into the next, and repeat that around. I'll do one more slow motion and up close one. So that's 1 into this one. Get it into the V of the top of your other half double crochet in the last round, and then 2 into this one. I will see you at the end of the round now. And again, that is the end of this round, and that is where that chain 1 space would be. So you don't go into this one either. This is the previous chain 1 space, and this is the older one, so this is the first one we worked there. You slip stitch into this one. Let me just show you here. This is a chain 1 space, and this is a chain 1 space. You don't slip stitch or work into either one. You go right into this one up here, and you slip stitch into it. I just forgot to put the marker into it. And there you go. And that is where the project is over. You fasten it off here. Take it like so. Cut off your extra yarn there. Pull it through. Pull this tight. And that is it. That is how you make a face scrubby. It's exactly the size of those other cotton ones you have, but then again, these do have shrinkage, so if you do want an extra round, just repeat the second round of the project for your third one, and then finish your third one again as your fourth round instead. That's how you can make the project a bit bigger. So if you like a little bit bigger of one, but I prefer this size, yeah, you just work it through like I showed you in the previous videos for your yarnage. And like I said here, if you want a little bit of hole, you can leave it, but otherwise you can pull this right there with the magic circle method, which is why I love using them for any of these you make. I recommend using the magic circle, even though you can start with a chain 4 slip stitch, but you'll always have a little hole in it. But this one you don't, even though I have a bit of holes in it from the hook I used, but I don't mind a bit of holes in the ones that I use. And just how I hold the yarn as well is what caused any holage that you see in it, but doesn't have to be perfect. I just enjoy working the crochet. But yeah, that is how you do this project. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be a single crochet dish or face cloth with a hook to hang. It's mainly would be used as a dishcloth, but I like to use them for in the shower. You hang them on a hook for a face cloth for easy to pat down your face. But yeah, I'll see you in that video. Peace.